Welcome back to War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. We're back here on November 13, 1943. We have a couple of assaults we're going to be making. They should both be they should both be doable, but the one in Monado might be a little bit tougher. Wait, what? Oh. We decided not to torpedo a light cargo ship. There's so many of them. I would have liked to have sank one, but there's so many of those that it's fine. So he does have guns here, but he might not have any at Watcha. We're not going to worry about that. But this bombardment does some significant damage. He also may fly his topsies to pick up some more guys, but he also may not because we did so much damage to his topsies that he may not bother flying. First of all, he may or may not have a lot to pick up, a lot of air transports left. But second of all, he may decide to just stand them down because, to not lose any more. I'm rambling. The point is, I don't think he's going to fly over Monado today. But even if he does, whatever he picks up, we'll finish off the rest. I think we're going to win there. We've got 2 divisions, 3 artillery. Oh, please. Okay, so one of the things that I've noticed, all right, so we only put 1 torpedo into her. One thing I've noticed is these tankers, sometimes they miss or they're duds, I think way too often. Now this tanker, it did not show that it was carrying anything. I mean, it didn't mention fuel or oil cargo, but hopefully we sink it. It'd be nice. Now it's close enough to that base there, right, in Vietnam that maybe they sneak it in. It did say heavy damage, but it did not say fires. Get one of those or multiple Sallies on the return trip. When they return home, maybe they'll crash because we're damaging a lot of these aircraft. He is flying tons of bombers. This is not real necessary. But I was thinking that this would be a useful way of getting experience because why not? Wow, that's some significant damage right there. Just straight up destroyed. Banshee's flying. Even more damage. Yeah, we're hitting this pretty strongly with bombers. 8,000 feet. I guess that's kind of low for this because we're taking some damage. He actually doesn't have, I don't know, one of these engineers could have flag, but I'm not sure. Pardon me. That's funny. Allied torpedo bomber spot. No, I don't think I'm using torpedo bombers here. Wow, 64 vengeances. Lost one. Now, I wanted to hit that port yesterday, but we didn't go. It's fine. Yeah, lost that. Okay. I was thinking about this. I was starting to second guess if I even sent my battleships in to bombard here. Again, this is really overkill, but uh, I was hoping they would go just to kind of, but I was hoping they would go in the night so that our unload we could unload safer. But his guns are inoperable. Just get in here and do our assault. Getting through to the land segment of the turn, and we can maybe wrap this up. Okay, Wu Chang, we're actually taking damage there. Yeah, overkill. I don't even know what he had left. 6 assault value. Whoa, okay. So still a significant number of squads here. So our bombers, bombardment, everything kind of helped minimize what he had to work with. And fort level 4. So that was, you know, that could have been worse if we hadn't done the preliminary. But I think it was going to be a cakewalk anyway. Let's see how this goes. We capture Monado, but he still has troops here. Now what that means is the only way he can pick up troops now is by float planes. Now actually I don't know if the top seas are float or not. I didn't look into that. But 13-1 at fort level 4. I think with the devastation we caused this turn, destroying several vehicles and guns, and the engineers and non-combat, all the things here, I think we just keep up the pressure. The forts are no longer of value. Of course, he still has his terrain. So now that we've captured Monado, I think we just keep pressing our attack. We do have reinforcements coming, but I probably will just keep attacking daily now and kind of leave it at that. Plus, I can bring some fighters now and fly directly over Monado. Yeah, this is getting pretty serious here. He's gonna have to pull out, I think, if he doesn't want to keep taking these casualties. Okay, he lost a couple more units here, you can see, from attrition. So there's basically like, what, 2 left? Ooh, CVL. Nice. Okay, some decent reinforcements actually. I haven't been paying attention lately. All right, it's November 14, 1943. I don't believe I have anything crazy happening. It's been a few days since I've sent the turn off because my opponent was traveling, so he didn't get it right back to me. Yeah, no surprise there. Nice. So I wonder if this is what the Pargo was trying to find, but that destroyer mine layer caught him. I'm not sure. Both torpedoes hit. This is a tanker, which, I'll take any of these boats, including these light cargo ships. Likely worth not very much. I'll take them all. That sinking could be the tanker or the light cargo ship. I'm gonna assume the light cargo ship. That tanker didn't look like it was damaged enough. All right, here we are in the air phases. All right. He's tired of taking flak damage, so he's bombing us at wind chow. The thing is, they're pretty well dug in, entrenched. The fortifications here are, I think, 4, maybe. I don't think higher than 4. Anyway, um, plus it's, I think, ×3 terrain, but there you go. He's getting some damage in. I didn't see any of these get shut down, but perhaps they're damaged enough to crash, 1 or 2 of them. One can always hope, right? All right, Flag, do your best. All right, that's pretty good, Flag there. Let's destroy some more. Well, Nice. Okay. Okay. And we're doing some resource hits here. That should close this factory down, as it were, using that vernacular. I don't think we need to bomb that again. That might be the tanker. Yeah, I don't know what. See, these guys don't. They're not really that great at discovering subs, and so they're finding some kind of fake subs there. What is that? Oh, wow. So he's actually attacking us here. Okay, we held him off and did some decent damage to him. I can reinforce this. I've got troops in the rear here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reinforce this. Guns lost. I hope we didn't lose a lot of in-aircraft guns there. Okay, yeah, so we're just trying to finish this off here. And 63 to 1. We do some significant damage, but they're just holding on. They don't want to surrender, and they're not so depleted to fade away. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's okay. We got more troops coming. Not that we need them. And who knows? They might what's the word? Collapse due to attrition. Okay, we're bombarding here as usual, trying to just keep the attrition up. Between losses there, like you see here, and casualties, that is, and supplies, the goal here is essentially to just whittle him down. Yeah, there's one of his units, that AF unit, is wiped out due to attrition, and we can just keep the pressure on. I brought over a fighter squadron to fly cap there, keep him honest. And we should have, we already have um, aviation support there. So, ooh, CVE. I'll take all this. This looks really good. Nice. Good, good, good turn for reinforcements. Ooh, subs. Man. Wow, a lot of LSTs, a ton. You'd think, what is going on here? You'd think I'd learned my lesson by now. So when I try to reload these tanks back onto my LSTs, they apparently are doing a terrible job of getting from the beach back on. So we're losing something or some things. So I'm gonna have to next time use AKs or something like that to pick them up. But anyway, let's just page down here actually. All right, supplies. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff here. Escort carrier, lots of destroyers, lots of destroyer escorts, so lots of support ships, subs, and all these LSTs. And then this is new. This is new, of course. But these air units, I think, just transferred from Karachi over here, and then over to Chittagong. And then I am not sure if this was a reinforcement, but I think it is. In fact, let's just take a look. We've got time here, right? Yes, it is. And it's a transport unit. We need all the help we can get. Um, I don't think I'm going to worry about this level of transport ability. So we're going to transfer this while it's in maintenance status. Let's transfer it so that we're going to use the rail instead of flying and taking damage. Let's rail it to Lato, and then yeah, when we get there, we'll start flying already over the hump. All right. Next, let's look at our losses here and his. We did shred 4 aircraft to flak, 3 ops losses. We only lost 1 ourselves, which is very rare day. 2 Nels, a Helen, and a Sally. Now, we didn't see any in the air action screen, any losses, but so likely on the way home, they crashed and it was attributed to flak, which makes sense. And then we've got ops losses, and you can see that there. Our only ops loss is this P-38G. I'm gonna have to take a look at what happened there. But did we lose the pilot? No. So that's okay. We'll just get that new airframe out there. Okay, we're not seeing that we sank any ships, but I believe we sank at least 3. Um, we heard 3 sink. We just we don't know exactly which ones. Although my guess is it's the tanker, the light cargo ship, and one other boat, which I'm not sure. It could have been something we didn't see, like a collision or maybe, I don't know. We'll find out when we get some kind of intelligence on that. Well, let's take a look at the map. All right, we're offloading Watcha because we're overstacked here. I like to pick these guys up if I can right away. So we'll flip this to transport. Well, oh, we still have a few more supplies on here. That's all right. We're okay. Um, then if I move across the map quickly here, he has 2 units here. We have, yeah, we only have 16 aviation support, so I am trying I'm gonna be content with just 1 squadron here. We cannot, if I remember correctly, we can't repair this while we're fighting, but I could be wrong. We do have a lot of engineers here, and I don't remember looking at the numbers. It's possible we have cleared some of this damage. So maybe you can clear damage, you just can't expand. I just don't remember. But then my goal is to expand the airfield quickly. The port can come later. I'm not the using Monato's port isn't my primary task right now. I just want to get this to level 9 as soon as possible. Get some heavies here at air capacity 5 and start reaching our neck out. We can hit Brunei, man. So Magiana is going to be the airfield I use. I think I'm going to use Mediana to hit, well, Miri, Brunei. I don't think we need to reach these. This has resources, so we could hit that. Although I doubt he's using it like as a primary. By the way, I want to look up here. Haiphong. We're gonna have to get some. It's hard to know what we did here. We'll, for now, I'll just, for now, I'll just, assume that's good enough. I'll take a break from bombing that anyway. Rest my heavies. Those heavies, it's like they need frequent rest, or else they get, um, they're spending half of the war in maintenance mode if I use them daily. Okay, I just want to clear this out. That way he doesn't see what we got here. I'm okay that he sees stuff, but I just as soon, finish him off and build this up and, expand. But it won't take much more. We, let's see. Yeah. We'll just keep doing deliberate attacks. These troops are moving. I've got my Air Force base force moving in. These divisions are moving rather quickly, but we haven't finished unloading that. But that's okay. Whatever isn't in the unit when they get into Monado, we'll just drive up the road to meet to join later. It's probably like trucks and things. Yeah, motorized support. Um, but the 41st should be. It looks like it's in a lot better condition being offloaded because it's only 1440 troops. Whatever, but again, whatever's here without its parent unit will just drive up northeast and we'll be good to go. But yeah, making progress. Back here, all I was going to say is Majuro is probably a week, give or take, away from being attacked. I've already set up this fast transport. Um, what do I want to say? Task force to hit Ilu. All these dot bases. We'll take all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take all 5. And Wake probably can be neutralized. What I'm thinking of doing, and I've kind of alluded to this with my in comments that I've thrown in on my videos, responding to your comments about what to do. I've got a suggestion, and I was thinking bring my carriers to Pearl, leave Pearl, basically devastate Wake, including maybe a shore bombardment, because he can only have 6,000 here. It's possible he has like a shore battery to protect it, but we can bombard that. And then continuing on, now that ruins the element of surprise, but we could. Yeah, I think he's probably got air search or sea naval search here. So we could take one of two approaches. Either I could come south and then divert up to hit Marianas, or hit Wake on the way to Marianas. The problem with hitting Wake on the way to Marianas kind of gives us away what we're doing. Um, and it would be nice to come up here and maybe have designate specific targets like destroy there. But it requires us to do some recon first, and it wouldn't hurt to do that anyway, because also it'll kind of throw him off and make him wonder if that's something that we're about to start doing, is a raid slash invasion. But if we do it early enough, he might, I don't know. He's been known to basically react to things I do. So if I start reconning now, uh, he might already bring KB. So that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. When my carriers are in the area of Ponape, heading northwest, I'll start reconning then. And at that point, we can designate who's going to take the brunt of our bombs. And I guess we could even recon Ulithi, because we can come up here, raid these four islands, move west, raid whatever's over this way, including Bobble, and then head through the the straits here and the Seram Sea, Banda Sea, and Timor Sea, come to Darwin. And from Darwin, we can do whatever we feel like. We can start. We can drive back up here for an invasion in Mindanao, or we can do this diversion, which takes us out of the war basically for several weeks, probably for 3 or 4 weeks, to come all the way up here. So I'm kind of thinking, this isn't worth it. In fact, he may be gone from here. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. But there you have it. The Southwest Pacific I've kind of covered already. So now, as we come up here and look at movements, our tanks are making pretty good progress. We're getting up here into um, into an area where we can kind of actually impact the war here. Our division, 39th Indian Division, is almost here. Based on the speed, I think it's going to be 2 more days. And then as soon as we're parked here, I'm going to feel okay with marching southeast. Um, he looks like, just looking at these pips, it looks like he's at least feinting to the northwest, southwest, and southeast. That's okay. He's probably actually moving southeast, because he sees our Chindits heading down there southwest, and he's probably like not panicking, but he just probably wants to make sure we don't cut off any retreat routes. Um, but yeah, so things are happening. You saw our bombing Haiphong. We were supposed to bomb these ground troops and did not. That's okay. Our artillery bombardment is doing good work as well. And then he attacked us here. I probably will send in the. This guy really, really, really needs to. I mean, I'm a bit apprehensive to move the whole 53rd. Oh, we can move the 59th. That's what I'll do then. Then he's gonna have to think twice about attacking us again. Or he'll have to bring in some significant reinforcements. Did we lose any guns here? Nope. We may have taken some damage to our guns, but it looks like we're in good shape. We do kind of need some more matadors, but we're okay here. We do have more support than required, so that's all right. All right. Well, anyway, you can kind of see things are still static. He did make a, pardon me. Sorry about that. He did make a significant damage here, but of course he took even more and a lot of disabled, which is going to require uh, time and supplies to recover. And we are here kind of harassing, speaking of, we're here harassing his supply lines. He probably knows it, but we're just going to keep pushing. All right. I think I've pretty much covered. Yeah, he's still here. I could. The problem with entering Indochina is it opens up some um, additional units for him, and it's not like I am designed or am ready, or I'm not positioned for a full offensive, so it's not like I'm going to be making some inroads here and pushing them around. Now, if I could release these Chinese troops because we, clear this area, then I could bring them around and maybe we could make a push into Indochina. But I think I would probably rather move them over here to East China and push him back. Maybe, for example, cut behind him here. He's got a lot of troops here, so maybe further north, Xinjiang or something. And if I was able to, put flank him around like this, but I don't know, because we've got over 1,000 assault value here, worth of Chinese troops. 651 plus 831. So yeah, that's basically almost 1,500 actually. All right, well that's kind of it for me. I think I don't think there's anything else I was gonna point out. Not right now. But thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you on the 15th. Bye.